As I've told you before, I'm not much of a gardener. I don't enjoy gardening, and I find it, to my mind, it seems to be a waste of time, as nothing I touch ever seems to produce anything. And I must be honest, we're a bit like that with houseplants in our house, with one notable exception. A few years ago, I was going to, my first service at Chesham was the week after Easter. And having never been to Chesham Church before, I thought I would go and see what their service was like. So I turned up to Chesham URC and went in. And Bridget Powell was doing the service for them on Easter Sunday. And she gave us all a little plastic cup with one little leaf. The cup was filled with, obviously, potting compost, and this leaf came off a bigger plant. And she basically told us to put the leaf in the compost upside down, and it would then take roots and grow. I must admit I was incredibly sceptical, and I didn't think we would even manage to get it to do anything. This plant is on our kitchen windowsill and is quite large now, and it does still produce more babies, and more plants are coming off it. We have had success with it. And what we're learning here is that obviously you need to be part of something. Jesus is the vine. He's obviously not a real vine, but he is the vine. He is where we get our energy and our life-giving sap. And he is there so that we can do his work and produce good fruit. And if we actually took that seriously and we actually went and did God's work and did the work that Jesus wants us to do, our fruit would multiply, and I'm sure we would actually increase our numbers, we'd increase people that knew about Jesus. We'll learn a bit about that later on with our second reading as well, because perhaps we don't need to do it just here in this building. Jesus said he was the true vine and his Father was the gardener. And yes, we do all know that trees need pruning and plants need tending and looking after, and bits need cutting off when things aren't going the way they should go. But, of course, God is there to help the vine branches produce as much fruit as possible. And obviously the fruit is only possible to be produced if they are joined onto the vine. Because, of course, all the life-giving sap comes from the vine. And if they are cut off, they don't get anything to keep them alive. What Jesus is really saying is that if we want our lives to produce fruit like love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control, then we have to really make sure that we are joined up to him and in touch with him, because we need his life in us all the time. We need to keep in touch with him every single day of our lives. It is important. Amen.